remember the threats throughout the trial where Bev said, "Speak up or the air conditioner gets it"? Let me remind you all that pre-trial, Team Reed offered to set up additional speakers and monitors for the jurors, and Judge Bev wouldn't have a bar of it. So if she's disappointed that this is a mistrial, she should only be disappointed with herself. Anyway, this is a diversion from the Lally Lies series, and we will get back to that eventually. I just want to cover some news for today.
Folks, this is what it looks like when you bring false charges against an innocent person. The Commonwealth did their worst. They brought the weight of the state based on spurious charges, based on compromised investigation and investigators and compromised witnesses. This is what it looks like. And guess what? They failed. They failed miserably, and they'll continue to fail. No matter how long it takes, no matter how long they keep trying, we will not stop fighting. We have no quit.
Alan, you're going to stay on?
Go ahead.
I just have two things to say, folks. Number one, I am in awe of the strength and courage of this remarkable client that I've had the privilege of representing since day one. And number two, I want to send a message to all of her supporters out there. Your support was invaluable. We are touched, and we ask for your continued support. I'm not from Texas, like my colleague here. I'm a Boston kid, but I'll repeat what he said, which is, we ain't got no quit.
Well, John Maria, Trooper Michael Proctor took the stand during this trial, reading what he described as the regrettable and unprofessional texts he sent about Karen Reed while working as the lead investigator on this case. Tonight, he's been relieved of duty just hours after a mistrial was declared. This is Trooper Michael Proctor on the stand during the trial, where he reads the crude and vulgar texts he sent during the murder investigation and admitted to drinking with a brother of a witness. Tonight, state police say he's being removed from the Norfolk County District Attorney's State Police Detectives Unit, just hours after a mistrial was declared.
And there's a statement tonight from the Massachusetts State Police. Upon learning today's result, the department took immediate action to relieve Trooper Michael Proctor of duty and formally transfer him out of the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office Police Detectives Unit. This follows our previous decision to open an internal affairs investigation after information about serious misconduct emerged in testimony at trial. This investigation is ongoing.
Trooper Proctor, Kathy Curran from NBC 10. We'd like to ask you some questions. Do you think your actions impacted the outcome of the trial?
Get off your lawn. Right?
I'm not on your lawn. I'm on the street. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
I fully support my husband. Karen Reed is a murderer.
You support your husband?
Get off my lawn!
Oh, the irony. The Proctors have become never-crackers.
So the way I'm reading that is he's no longer in the position, and it was a position of prestige that he had in that detectives unit within the Norfolk County DA's office, a member of the state trooper, right, of Massachusetts State Police, but working specifically assigned to the Norfolk County DA. So he's been relieved of that duty and transferred out of that office. There may be more to come in all of that.
There's people here hugging here. It's quite a scene out here. Just a lot of people who have been out here throughout the duration of this trial. And here comes the downpours again.
Guilty. Guilty was not even an option in this case. And so, you know, it's not the verdict that we wanted, but we accept it. And I want to learn from this verdict. I want to understand why, with the evidence that the defense put forward and the cross-examination that the defense put forward, I want to learn why this jury could not come to a unanimous not guilty verdict. I think there's a big learn in there, and we need to figure out what it is. If the juries today do not understand forensic evidence, you know, scientific evidence, then we need to raise the standards of juries, because if they don't...
I just spoke with a member of the jury in the Karen Reed trial. She would like to be referred to as juror number 3. Obviously, these folks have been through 9 weeks of hard work. She did not want to go on camera, but was willing to let me take some handwritten notes, and I'll consult them for accuracy. And then I'm paraphrasing here. She says, I believe the Commonwealth did not do their job to convince me beyond a reasonable doubt that Karen Read was guilty. Paraphrasing again, no one saw exactly what happened. She told me that watching both families throughout this process was painful and tragic. And then I asked her about Trooper Michael Proctor's testimony and his explosive and inappropriate texts about Karen Read. She said his testimony would not have, even if it were not included in this case, she still believes that there would not have been enough evidence to convict Read.
Tragic indeed. The Massachusetts State Police have taken a grieving family and used their vulnerability to help fix a case against the first person they thought of, and then pitched each family against the other, resulting in Paul O'Keefe threatening Karen on the way out the door. Nick Rocco happened to hear what was said, but it's beside the point. We already know DA Morrissey is not done with Karen yet.
If someone wanted your land, if somebody wanted your property, if they didn't like you, then the easiest way of getting rid of you is to point the fickle finger of fate and call you a witch.
All right, who's next? That's when Miss Reed's head snapped up, and she very loudly told me to go fuck myself across the lobby. And I said, yeah, fuck you too, and walked away.
Witch. All right, next.
John O'Keefe's girlfriend, well, she sucks.
Witch. Okay, next.
Karen had paid the bill prior to us receiving it.
Witch. Boo. Get out of here. Witch woman. Witch. Evil woman. Witch woman. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? God damn it, there's so many witches here. We're gonna run out of hoes. Maybe they're not witches. Maybe we're having some sort of moral panic because we see women as objects, and the mere idea of them defying us and wanting their own independence looks like witchcraft. Hi, I'm Witch. I was joking about the other thing. Witch.
Yeah, that about sums it up. Oh yeah, one more thing happened. Dumbest criminal of the year. So this dude decides he's going to escape custody right there at the courthouse, where on any other day there wouldn't be such a massive turnout of police. It's not really brazen, it's dumb. Anyway, after a bit of running around the place, they finally caught him and he was put back in custody.